What's going on, people? Aaron Pryor here, back for another episode of Around the Rim. 2 in 1 week. I know, the only thing crazier probably the way my voice sounds right now. Allergy season. What can you do about it? Hey, we've got a big weekend of Big 12 women's basketball. The top 4 teams all getting together. West Virginia will visit Waco, TCU and Oklahoma, both 3 and 1 in league play. The Frogs are in Norman on Sunday. For Baylor, the Bears are #1 in the coaches poll, just the one loss on the year back in late November. Lauren Cox, after missing 8 games with a foot injury, has scored in double figures in each of the last 5 games. Baylor won in Lawrence on Wednesday night, 90-47. For Baylor, the majority of this team experienced the view from the top of the college basketball mountain a year ago. The Bears, of course, are without key pieces from that 2019 title team, but Baylor has taken steps to try to find their way back to the top. It all started in the offseason with a mindset, a mentality the Bears continue to carry with them.
Our strength and conditioning coach is really good about, he'll grasp something that I'll say to them, and it can be something I say really unintentional. But I think one day I mentioned, are you hungry or are you entitled? And next thing I know, there's this shirt floating around the Farrell Center that says hungry or entitled. And if they're hungry, we'll have a good year. If they feel like they're entitled and they think they're all that, you won't have a very good year.
Baylor is 3-0 in league play, #1 in the NCAA in scoring offense, field goal percentage, and assists. They're second in scoring defense and rebounds. Sophomore Nalissa Smith has been tremendous for the Bears thus far. She leads this team in scoring and rebounding, and let us not forget that 20-point, 12-rebound performance at UConn just last week. West Virginia is coming off a tough home loss to Oklahoma on Wednesday night, but before that game had won 9 straight, including a 3-0 start to conference play. The Mountaineers are second in the league in scoring defense, a stat that shouldn't surprise anyone at this point. It's the way Mike Carey's teams have made their mark over the years. Sophomore Kari Niblack's matchup with Baylor's Nalissa Smith will certainly be worth keeping an eye on in Saturday's game. Niblack is 3rd on the team in scoring and leads in the rebounding category by a mile. Kari was the 2019 Big 12 6th Man of the Year as a freshman and has only gotten better in her second chapter in Morgantown.
You know, I knew the first time I saw Kari in high school AAU that she was a West Virginia type player because she plays 100% at all times and very physical. And I knew she would do well at West Virginia. You know, she came here as a freshman, ended up starting and was 6th Man of the Year. And as a freshman, and I think that's only the 2nd time in Big 12 history that that's happened for a freshman. So she's really adapted very well.
Our good friends Ron Thulin and Brenda Van Langen, they're going to be on the call on Fox Sports 1 for this game Saturday night, 7 p.m. Central from Waco. TCU and the aforementioned Oklahoma Sooners will lock up on Sunday afternoon. The home team, as mentioned, just went into Morgantown and snapped West Virginia's 9-game win streak. Sophomore Taylor Robertson messed around and scored a career-high 31 in the win, 8 of 18 from three-point land. Everybody in the Big 12 knows that Robertson can shoot the basketball. She's currently 2nd in the country and 0.2 of a point from leading the NCAA in 3-point field goal percentage. But she can do so much more than that. She can drive it, dish it, she can space the floor with the best of them. And was that something Coach Cole taught her? Nope.
She doesn't get sped up. She plays at the pace she plays at, and that's where her cleverness comes in. You know, getting an advantage going to the rim is not always about being faster than the guy who's guarding you. It's about recognizing space and utilizing time, and she's really good at that. She sort of keeps the seconds on a little rope when she's dribbling the basketball in and makes good decisions, clever passer, and I think you'll see a lot of that as teams follow her even more, if that's possible.
TCU is led by Lauren Hurd and her nearly 18 points a game. The Frogs are coming off a come-from-behind win versus Iowa State on Wednesday night. TCU is 3-1 in conference play for the first time since the 2014-2015 season. I mentioned Lauren Hurd leading the Frogs in scoring. She's also leading the Frogs, period. The junior from Denton, Texas is the only TCU junior, but is surrounded by tons of underclassmen and a bunch of seniors. But her voice is being heard, no pun intended, and the Frogs are better because of it.
We just kind of realized that like a lot of my team respects me. Like just on and off the court, and so that kind of was like a reinforcer and like helped me like, okay, if I am being vocal, they're gonna listen. I'm not just like talking to the walls, you know. So just having that trust, and my teammates, they really build me up all the time, so they give me the confidence to be like the coach on the floor pretty much.
TCU in Oklahoma, 3 p.m. Central Time on Sunday afternoon. That's all I got for you this week on Around the Rim. I'm going to rest this thing up, maybe feel a little better next week. Thanks for watching, everybody. Enjoy your weekend, and we'll see you next time for more episodes of Around the Rim.